Hey there, Crystal. How's it going? My name is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 things that can help more pet owners actually find your business when they're looking online. Business owners are just too busy running their business, and they don't have the time to figure out all the internet stuff, right? And honestly, a lot of business owners just don't know who's an expert when it comes to this kind of thing. So here's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to show you 3 real things you can do that you can actually use, which are content, citations, and backlinks. No weird jargon, no pressure, and if you like what you see and want to chat after, cool. Just shoot me a message. All right, so let's hop right on in. So first thing I like to go over is your website content, all right? And the thing is, it needs to have enough words on it. And I know that sounds simple, but let me explain. So when people search for what you do, Google has to figure out which business to show them. And one way it does that is by reading what's on your homepage. If there's only a couple of sentences, Google's basically like, I'm not really sure what this business does. And right now your site is sitting at about 449 words. You guys want to be at about at least 1,500 words is what the studies have shown. Studies have shown that Google prefers. And with this content, with this content, you want to have what are known as keywords. These are words or phrases that people search up each month to help resolve their issues or concerns. And you guys can miss out on a lot of pet owners by not having these keywords placed and by not having them properly placed. All right. I went ahead and I did the same thing to your top competitor in the Norfolk area, and these guys are sitting at 420. So you guys are kind of around, the same bit. You might be wondering, well, how the heck are they ranking? How are they ranking if that's the case? And I'll actually go through that very shortly. So coming back over here, ooh, my mouse is acting weird. Okay, going back over here, I just want to give you an idea of what I mean by content. So everything that you see highlighted, including any photos, this is what Google looks at when they scan through your site. So any logos, icons, images that you have that you add to the site, you want to make sure they have the correct keywords on there. I'm just going to show you, see if this one does. All right, this one does not. So you want to make sure whoever put your website together that they are aware of this, just so that they can properly have those keywords for Google to be able to get to know your business a bit more. And next, what we're going to do is we are going to head on over to SEMrush. This is a tool that essentially gives me behind the scenes details on things that Google looks at when it comes to ranking a site. And I came over here just for a couple of things to look at, one of them being your keywords. And we're just going to take a look and see what some of those keywords are. All right, you guys are ranking for 408 keywords at the moment. Let's see. These, just going to look at the ones that are on surface value, and from what I can see, these aren't the most optimized for people who are trying to find you. And what I mean by that is you don't want people to just be finding you because of your business name, and the reason why is because not everyone knows your business name. So you want to be able to have keywords that are geared towards them. That's how you acquire new pet owners to your business. And I'll show you an example of what I mean by that. So what we're going to do next is we are going to take a look at your top competitor in the area. Same thing with them. These guys are ranking for 439, and we're just going to take a look at some of their keywords. All right, so some of their top ones are basically the same thing too. Let's just see if we can take a look at some of these. Loading pretty. There we go. Let's just see. Okay, perfect. All right, so these are this is a good example. This is a good example. So these are both great examples of keywords, type of keywords that you would want to have on your website. And what I actually am going to do is I am actually going to take a keyword, probably this one. I'll just take this one and place it into Google. And this is basically, these are the exact match of what people search up each month. So let's just search this up. And then we're just going to go over to the section and discuss it. So veterinarian, Norfolk, VA, and this is what pops up. And then we're going to get into the second thing I'd like to discuss, and that is citations. And that is basically getting listed in more places. And I'll go into that really further, but first I'd like to go over the map pack. And this is basically where your business's name, address, and phone number are displayed. This is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your business. And the goal is you want to get into the top 3 results because that is where people click, right? That is where the higher you are, the more clicks you get. And in order to get up here, one of the things you want to have are citations. And what a citation is, it's just having your name, address, and phone number distributed across hundreds of directories. So places like BBB, Yelp, CityStar, Facebook, and so many more. And the goal is you want to have more than your competitor because it will allow you to have more trust in them from Google. Excuse me. And it will push you above them in the map pack. All right. Okay, and then how to go about getting citations is pretty simple. There are tools that allow us to see what directories your competition is listed on, and then we go match those same listings for you guys. But we don't want to just stop there, right? Because we don't want to match them. We want to dominate. So we want to get what they got and then add, 50 to 100 more. Just so that it takes them a long time to catch back up to you guys, all right? Okay, and then now we're just going to go on to the last section of this. And this is basically going into your discussing about backlinks, which is basically just getting other sites to link to you guys, all right? And for this section, it's the same thing. You want to be in the top 3 results. And the reason is the same because the higher you are, the more clicks you get. So you want to be in the higher range, right? And in order to get there, you want to have backlinks, which is what gives you authority. And authority is what you want to go after. And to give you more details, you basically just want Google to see you as the authority figure, right? Basically someone who knows their stuff. And how you get that, we want other websites linking back to you guys. So for example, if you have a local blog talking about dog care, you want to have backlinks like that linking to you guys versus something, like a Pizza Hut, right? And the reason why is because you don't want just any backlink to you. You want to have valuable ones because those are the ones that are going to make sense for your business to have. And those are the ones that are going to boost you up. So it's quality over quantity in this case. So you want to be mindful of the type of backlinks you guys are getting. And we're just going to go back over to SEMrush. This is a tool that shows us backlinks. You guys are sitting at 236 at the moment. And then your top competitor. Let's see. All right, these guys are sitting at 549 backlinks at the moment. And how to go about getting those is with tools, like SEMrush that show what competitors are linking to your competition. We will be able to see that, this little button right here. We'll be able to see what backlinks are being sent to your competitors, and then we go get those exact same backlinks for you guys, all right? So getting you to the top, it's not magic at all. It's actually pretty simple. It's just doing the homework. So let's see. So in closing, just to recap, We went over content. You want to get around at least 1,500 words on your homepage. This makes it easy for Google and people to understand your business. Citations. You want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out your competition by a landslide. And backlinks. You want to get other relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. All right. So now with this information I provided you, you can totally run with this info and do it yourself. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye.